Now, a $10 bill. Why is it a via locomotive on it? What do you think about that?
You know, Simon and I were just talking about this, and it's weird. You know, like any of you who watch my videos, you're all transportation enthusiasts. You know, whether you're casual or hardcore, and we never really thought about it much. And I don't know, Simon pulled out this $10 and he was really looking at that via train on it, and you have to ask yourself certain questions, such as, why did they put a via train on there? Why didn't they put like an old CN train on there? Why didn't they put an Air Canada plane on there? Or better yet, a Trans-Canada Airlines plane on it? Like a fucking Lockheed Constellation or something. And why, of all the via trains, why did they put an F40, even though, yes, they are the best locomotives? Is that just a coincidence? Or, like, why didn't they put a Genesis locomotive? You know? And as Simon and I were talking, why did they put that certain number of the train? What is the number again?
64-3.
Is that just a coincidence? Did they pick that randomly? And Simon, since he works for Via Rail, he says, well, he says that's a real number. That was a real train. And then he says, didn't you just say before that they withdrew that number from the locomotive and they renumbered it?
Yeah. Originally, yeah, it was 64-3. Then they labeled it 64-59 because the last one they bought was 58. And
so basically,
the inauguration for the bill, they took 64-21 and they relabeled it 64-3, which is fucking weird because they didn't even take the real thing. It's just they took a fake.
You know, I mean, you could find answers to so many things on Google and Wikipedia and whatever on the internet, right? And some of it is factual, some of it isn't true. And, you know, we're not at home anyway. I mean, we're on a nice terrace here, a nice evening here in Saint Anne de Bellevue on the tip of Montreal in the West End. And, well, we were, you know, we got the idea to make this video quickly just because we knew it's going to get some responses. We know that you guys know the answers to a lot of these questions. Or you know somebody who knows. So let's see it. Let's get your comments going. I want to get some activity and get some responses and replies, back and forth conversations and so forth. Conversation. You know, because it's weird. I mean, I don't think there's any goddamn American currency out there that has any transportation on it, you know. I mean, mind you, here we have the dime. It's always had that schooner, the tall ship on there. I don't even know what the hell the story about that is. It probably sank or something. God knows how many people died. I don't know, whatever it did. It had helped founded Newfoundland, or I don't know what, probably. But a train, a via train. Something as mundane and most people don't even really appreciate and think about twice about. Unless you're really an enthusiast, or like Simon, you also work for the company.
But the thing is, just why did they put like 64-3? Why did they label it? Il aurait pu juste mettre un blank, tu sais, dire ok, c'est juste une locomotive.
Because it's an artist rendering, and like the artist, whoever the artist is, like me, anybody who does transportation subjects or buildings or whatever, they want it to be as accurate as possible, as realistic as possible. You know, it's like if I do a painting of a '57 Chevy and I don't put Chevrolet that's above the V on the hood, it doesn't make sense. You know? But yeah, it's just something we wanted to do quick, and it's just interesting because it's weird, and we love the weird stuff. We like the weird stuff that don't necessarily, like maybe there is no real answer to why out there, even on the internet, that why there's a train on a $10 bill, or why is it a via, or why is it, for that matter, an EMD F40 locomotive. You know? Why didn't they take an old FPH, what is it called, FPH7? One of the old EMD locomotives there, you know, an old Alco.
Why?
Shit, the Alcos were even made here too. These are interesting questions. Or what about Canadian Pacific for that matter? You know? Anyway, this is where we stop because this is the only battery I have left. I don't know what else we're going to see tonight that I'm going to film. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to shed some light on this stuff. Thanks for watching.